Hey everyone, I'm Victor Dwyer with Piranha, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of the analytics that Zonguru provides, and then how to optimize those keywords to make it where you can make the most money on Amazon possible. So let's dive right into it. So Zonguru has a really comprehensive and very easy to understand dashboard when it comes down to everything that's going on right here. So when it comes down to the amount of units, gross revenue, that's something we're all used to. But then you can get also net margin, which is also fascinating. You can also see how much profit are you making, and you can kind of see this and how it reacts over time. Is your profit going up? Is it going down? And you'll be able to see this over time. And before, you would have to export a lot of reports in order to get those numbers, but they actually make it very easy to see and really focus on what are your profits. A lot of us in Amazon, we just focus on sales, and usually that means that'll increase the amount of profit we get. But they actually have a really cool dashboard to really show, hey, is your profit actually growing over time or is it decreasing over time? And they'll be able to see that very easily. And you can see how much of your traffic is by paid, how much is it from organic, and then you can see what is your inventory if you need to restock anytime soon. And you can also see by your best and worst products. So if you were wanting to look at your top 20%, your bottom 20%, whatever it may be, and you can see what's driving the sales, where is the room for opportunities, and things like that. So you can see what are the top revenue numbers, what are the best profit margin rate products in here, best net margin profit. Usually these will be the same products, but sometimes they're totally different depending on what the profit margin is. And that's might be some actionable stuff to where you look at. And then this is something you just want to be aware of, like saying, hey, is there any refund spiking anytime soon? And where you might have to look at it and where you might have to address it because you don't want too high of a refund rate. What are the best products with the best ACOS is there? And everything else like that. What is your best ROI products? Best review rate. It's a very complex algorithm, complex calculation for a review rate, but they give that to you right off the bat. So that's really, really cool because usually this is very, very hard to get. And you can also look at your latest reviews. So that's an overview of the dashboard. So really cool stuff. But today we're going to go through a little bit more about the keyword optimization standpoint. So you'll actually be able to go into the listing optimization side of this. And important note, Zonguru has the ability to pay for each particular feature of this platform. So if you were only interested in listing optimization, you can pay just for that. If you were only interested in another part of the product, you can kind of do an a la carte system here where you can only, if you only want certain parts of the tool, you can only pay for certain parts of the tool that you want, which is different from Helium 10, which is cool. So if we were wanting to optimize the listings of this product, we can kind of go down here, and this is for the keyword exercise resistant bands in this case. Okay, so if you were to go to the keywords on Fire tool, you can see exercise resistant bands right here. And then you could see, okay, what are the keywords that are similar to this? And you can actually see how much revenue is being generated in the top 25 of these keywords, which is really amazing data. It's really, really impressive. I'm going to move myself over here. So we can see a little bit more better. Okay, perfect. So we're going to do that. Perfect. Awesome. So you can actually see how much revenue is being generated from these particular keywords, which is really, really cool. So you can see, okay, the top 25, $200,000 per month are being generated just from this keyword alone. And that's really, really amazing. The reverse engineering they had to do in order to get that. Really amazing stuff. And then you can see what is the search volume per month on that. And then top 25 competitors, how much it would take to be in the top ranking, what are the average ratings for this keyword, what's the average price point. So if you were like saying trying to get into this particular category, you can see, okay, what is the price point you have to get at, and how competitive are the keywords in the title and things like that. And you can also see what the CPCs are. So you can see, okay, is this too competitive? Some cost per clicks in supplement space are $5 to $6, and in this space it's only $1. So it's a little bit better. And then apparently for the top 3 keywords, which is even bigger, it's $90,000 per month are being generated just in the top 3 placements for the keyword in the last month. So that's really, really interesting. And it looks like the top three placements are getting 36% of the clicks. So that might be a really interesting strategy. If you're not, if your ads aren't being in the top placement, you're not going to be getting very much of the clicks. So just keep that in mind. And what's cool is you can compare it to your other products as well, and you can see how are they ranking, how are your competitors ranking on this specific keyword over here, and where do they fall in that ranking, and you can see what some of the opportunities they're missing out on that you could be ranking for as well. So like you'd be able to go through here and be able to see like, okay, for this particular keyword, they're not ranked very well. So that might be a keyword you could optimize for advertising, for example. And you'd be able to really push that product, and you'd be able to see, hey, like this is something that we should push harder. And then it becomes very actionable to use this data to really implement in your advertising. In your advertising or in your listing. You might use this keyword over here in your listing as well. So that's totally possible. So you'll be able to go through all your competitors, see where they rank across all of it, and you'll be able to do that for a bunch of competitors that you have in here to really tackle and really implement within your keywords. So there's a lot of capabilities that you'll be able to have within here to really really make it where you have a totally great strategy within it. So once you have those keywords, you can actually take it over and you can actually implement it within your keywords here, within your bullet points and everything else, search terms, and also when it comes to your bullet points, search terms, and description, you'll be able to put all these keywords that you collected and make sure you have an exact match for them. So there's another listing optimizer tool in here that will be able to see your particular product, and you'll be able to actually take this list right here, for example, resistant band set, and you'll be able to really like star all these things and make it where you can actually add them into your listing when you start doing the optimization standpoint. And you can also see if there's things that are already added, for example. So you'll be able to see, okay, this one's already added, this one's not, this one isn't added, and you'll be able to click on these to start really implementing them within your title to making sure that they are worth being added in the first place. So you'll be able to select all these and be able to add those list of keywords to eventually, once you start doing the keyword optimization side of it on the keyword spotlight tool, you'll be able to copy and paste those over and make it where you have a lot of success when you start copying and pasting and putting in the keywords. And when it comes to the case study of this, he says that the owner, John, the owner of Zonguru, he said that a lot of people have huge success when they start bringing over their keywords and start implementing exact match in their titles and things like that. They see huge sales increases. So making sure that you have the fundamentals on using the right keywords right off the bat is going to make it where you have a little bit more oomph to whenever you start ranking, getting more sales velocity. The more data you give to Amazon, the more successful you will be on Amazon. And also using Zonguru, this will give you a little bit more actionable data to go off of when it comes from a keyword standpoint and from an advertising standpoint of what keywords you could rank for. So they have a really comprehensive listing tool that I only scratched the surface on of it. But it goes even deeper and deeper as you start utilizing the tool. But so far, very, very cool, and something that people should really start to dive in to really see and get the most bang for their buck when it comes to their total optimization effort. So that way, when you start ramping up your advertising, you start really utilizing the full potential of your listing. This is where Zonguru will come up in it and really start pushing it even more. So hopefully that was valuable. Hopefully this kind of shows a little bit and just scratching the surface on what Zonguru can do. Hope that helps. Thanks, guys.